I normally don't make these kinds of videos, but I wanted to get my thoughts out as soon as possible because recently Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition popped up on a Korean gaming ratings board, and I believe that's enough confirmation to say that Sonic Frontiers is getting a Definitive Edition. Now, some may be confused by this decision, but these kinds of things are actually common in the gaming industry. Definitive Editions are nothing new, and they are often done to re-release certain games and also improve upon them for extra revenue. It's basically a way to get a new product out and also an opportunity to make a version of a game that genuinely needs improving. Think something like The Last of Us Remastered or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. These are examples off the top of my head. Sonic Frontiers may seem like an odd choice, but bear in mind, the game is over 3 years old at this point, and while it doesn't seem like a long enough time for a remaster, it is something that has happened before. Besides, Sonic Twitter has recently given this game the stink eye recently, despite the fact it did single-handedly save the Sonic franchise. But I think even then, Sonic Frontiers was still an imperfect game, and its issues need to be ironed out. And I think this could be a simple way to rectify it. That, or they just wanted an excuse to have a Switch 2 edition of Frontiers, and this was the best thing they could have done it. So I thought I'd highlight some things I feel should be improved in Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition. First one is pretty obvious, the pop-in. Anybody who has played Frontiers knows this is an issue. The pop-in for the game was way too glaring and obvious that it didn't make Frontiers pleasant to play. I understand why pop-in exists. It's for the sake of performance. You don't want your assets to be in the environment all the time. If that was the case, it would make the game use up far more resources. Assuming we're ditching the Switch for this Definitive Edition, we should have way less pop-in, or maybe an existing compromise. Have an animation that plays when the assets for, say, the floating platforms come in. There are existing animations that have these appear, so it would be a compromise to make the experience less jarring. Plus, it would fit in well with the context of the game. The second one is rework the cyberspace themes. The only cyberspace theme I'd leave alone is Eternal Highway, which is the city-looking area. The other three themes are Green Hill, Chemical Plant, and Sky Sanctuary. Yeah, I know, Green Hill is overused, is practically a catchphrase for Sonic fans these days, but you can't blame fans for feeling fatigued of seeing it over and over again. Green Hill is one of the most iconic areas in all of gaming. The problem is, they keep using it over and over again that fans are sick of seeing it. Chemical Plant is also in a similar boat, and Sky Sanctuary will follow suit if this reuse of themes just keeps on going. Is there a way to keep the essence of these themes though? Well, there is. I recall a mod for Frontiers called Original Cyberspace Themes, which does exactly this. While we still have the spirit of Green Hill, Chemical Plant, and Sky Sanctuary, they feel like new areas while feeling familiar at the same time. In my opinion, that is something cyberspace should be, as stated in the lore of the game. Cyberspace has the memories of those who inhabit it, and Sonic is traveling through cyberspace through memories of areas he's already visited. They're just distorted enough to feel different. But who knows, they might not do it, and I wouldn't complain too much, but it would feel like a cool thing to do with this kind of release. And third thing, and it's one they might not do, and it's refine the animation, models, and visuals. The visuals in Frontiers have been hated on for not looking good for a Sonic game, and while I don't entirely agree, I do think some touching up on the environments are needed. Some of the animations also don't look that good. While some are actually pretty decent, some are not pretty decent. Then you have the cutscenes that are just the characters talking to each other with their standard idle animations. And also, please give us new models. These models need a facelift, especially Sonic's model. It's the same model they've been using since Forces, and so many fans are already heavily critical of this model. But they may do that as they have shown they aren't afraid of making a new model for the character. Who really knows what could be done here? I don't want to make any more guesses. I don't know what else is feasibly possible or if they'll add any more beyond what I suggested. What I'm suggesting is what I feel is possible. But who knows, they might surprise us with this release and give us way more than we expected. Let me know what you would like out of this release. Just remember to be kind to each other in the comments, and yeah, see ya. Bye.